Your host, Bear God, Subject Matter Podcast. First of all, free my man Quadine Wale. We got a special guest today, Floss the Boss.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
So, Floss, for people who don't know, he's a battle rapper. Um, Bridgeton, New Jersey.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? But you didn't always battle rap. You started out doing music.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna let you answer this question because I heard rumors. I don't know how true it is, but they say you used to dance too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I was young.
Okay, a lot of people don't.
I was like, I was home in the hood. You get what I'm saying? Not even to make it gangster, like just being real. I was home in the hood and I had a little cousin who had to deal with Rockefeller, Young Steph. Shout out to Young Steph.
Salute to him.
And Young Steph. I also had a cousin named Stump. Shout out to him. So one day I'm playing around with Stump because Stump was nice. Like break dancing. We ain't talking no fruity shit. You feel me? But break dancing. Not break dancing, but pop locking. You feel me? Stump was nice. My cousin, sure, he older than me. So one day I'm playing around with him in the hood. And I'm like, cuz, you be doing all this shit. He like, cuz, do that again. So mind you, I'm like 13, 14. So I did it again. He like, cuz, you probably can dance. I'm like, cuz, I ain't doing that shit, cuz. But I went home and it played in my mind. I'm like, you know what, let me try it. So I was playing around, still ain't had no confidence. Then I went to a party. You know, back in the day, they had the house parties.
House parties was popping.
Shout out to my man Sherrod. This is when they brought the heel toe down. They introduced us to the heel toe.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like,
so this was years ago. So Sherrod was nice. He was nice too with the pop locking, and so I just started battling at a party, and he said I won. I said he won. We just had a good time. So from there, my boy Young Steph heard about it. Now, mind you, he out of the Rockefeller deal now. He like, cause mind you, he got signed when he was 12. He was in a state property video when he was doing the Harlem Shake, the little nigga that pulled back. He had a deal with him then. You feel me? So he re-signed to Atlantic Records when he was like 18. So he came in and grabbed me up before that. You know what I mean? He was going on like trying to get another deal. So mind you, I'm in the hood, young boy. He ain't got no bread like that. So he like, look, man, I just need you to. And then it went from there. But every show was big. You get what I'm saying? We did tours. It wasn't like I was just, cause I never practiced dancing. I just did the shit. Like, okay.
So you never did nothing that was like choreographed or nothing like that.
That's what made it so easy for me. Like I couldn't. Like, I danced at house parties after that when I was young, but I could never just, like, go home and practice dancing or this. It wasn't on my mind. I was a basketball player. I ain't get fucked by it, but they was paying me. So, and it was fun. I was meeting stars, you feel me? So it was kind of like, okay, I can get paid, meet stars, and I just got to do this footwork. Oh, okay, cool. So I end up meeting an Usher choreographer and fucking T-Pain and Busta Rhymes, and the list goes on and on. Golden Girl, Chris and Neef. I'm talking about when they was big paws, you feel me? So it kind of like was the thing back then, you feel me? Dancing out. Then it led to the, you know, the females and then the stardom. I was signing autographs at 15, 16 years old. You feel me? Coming straight from the hood, being broke. Like, yo, we got a show. All right, cool. Now everybody looking at, that's why today I'm so used to stage presence. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not where I get my jitters from. I get, before my battle, I get jitters from, like, I hope I get this material out the right way. That's where my jitters. Stage presence, I've been had that because I never was starstruck.
All right, now let's talk about your process, because you have been very vocal in your battles as far as saying you don't write.
Right.
Now, is that just for battle rap, or when you were making music, like you weren't writing music either?
Nah. Well, I started off writing music.
Okay.
But then I met my boy, shout out to South. I met my boy South. And shout out to Big Frank too, but South is where I learned it at. We had a group called Reaper Gang, Lifetime Grind. We all from South, from Georgia, but he was We went to high school together from like ninth grade to on till we graduated. And his brother and my brother are brothers. They have the same dad. So me and him hung together. But when he came back, he was on his music. He was like a hook master. So he was buzzing. So he like, I mean, so mind you, before that, I think I stopped like going on tour and shit, this and that. Like when I had my child, right before I had my child, something like that. I think I was like 18 years old. Cause by the time then, Steph had blew. You get what I'm saying? Pause. He had blew up. But when I was 16, we did Howard Homecoming, and Jadakiss was there, and this one Ballin was out. Ballin'. And we did Howard Homecoming, and we backstage rapping. It's young Steph, my cousin Big Frank, and me. And when I start rapping, when I got done, I spit a 32 to him that I had already. And he was like, look, bro, that dancing shit cool. You feel me? He was like, you know, you ain't doing no wild shit. And I mean, I get it. He's like, Tupac was a dancer. He's like, so don't never let nobody thrive you. He's like, but I can tell this ain't what you do. You're a rapper. You get what I'm saying? So fast forward to South and them, I was writing, and he was going in the booth just, he can fall asleep. Wake up and no pen, no pad. No, not freestyling. He just, I'm like, bro, how the fuck you do that shit? He like, bro, like, we ain't have pause back then, but I gotta say pause now. He was like, you being brain lazy. You being mentally lazy. He was like, when you go in the studio, you can have that paper with you, but it sound like you reading off paper if you don't know what you're doing. He was like, so imagine if you didn't have pen and paper and I gave you $100. You feel me? I ain't even tell a lot of people this. Even when I explained the story to him, he was like, I was like, yeah, bro, that shit too hard, though. Like, I smoke too much. He said, all right, here go $100. Just come up with a verse. If you can come up with a verse and remember without a pen and a pad, I'll give you a day. Then you can keep the $100. And I did it. And I noticed it just added so much. I didn't have to add character. I didn't have to add my flow. Now I mean, I didn't have to put a flow together. Now I mean, like, okay, this gonna sound like this part of the rap, and now it just all like ran together. You get what I'm saying?
No, with that, cause you know I hear people like say that all the time. There's a couple different people that, you know, in hip hop and battle rap do. Like Jay-Z says he doesn't write. Biggie, they say he didn't write. And battle rap people, we know like B.O.B. doesn't actually write. And like they're some of the dopest people. But is it a thing where like what I, cause being an artist, writing on paper, even writing on your phone and you record it, it's like when you perform it, it might not sound like it sounded when you recorded it.
Right.
Because you it's like having a script and you know you could say it so many different ways. You see what I'm saying? But when you write it in your head and you say it a certain type of way, is it always coming out that way, or do you like is it a thing where you can be like, damn, I forgot that part? You know what I'm saying? Like it, like the memory part of it, is that something that when you're battling, because I'm not like, once you make the music, you're recording and it's it's documented. Right. But battle rap is something different because you're only using that once. Right. So it's like when you write it in your head and then you perform it, and even if you do good, has there ever been a time where you like, damn, I won the battle, I did my thing, but it didn't come out how I wrote it in my head?
Yes. Because like people don't understand that when I'm writing in my head, I'm also seeing my performance. I'm looking at it like, so it ain't choreographed. It's just the you once you rehearsing, your body language, you get used to moving a certain way. You get what I'm saying? So you become aggravated once you don't do something right. You get what I'm saying? So you got to separate. That's why I say emotion and everything is already there once you're writing in your head, because it's nobody really writing in their head sitting down. Even if you do, you stand up and now it's like, okay, how is this going to feel? You feel what I'm saying? Like, my next bar don't come off of me like, all right, sitting there thinking of 4 bars, 3 bars, whatever the setup is, and then, all right, I need something like this after that. Nah. Once I start off, it's like, okay, how do I feel about my opponent after this? What to go to next? Like, how am I going to move once lights, camera, action? How am I going to move? So I got to project that. I got to say, okay, that's why you got to get up and move, because your body language, some people, like, I can rehearse on the right side, but if it's time to battle and I'm on the left side, that can mess me up. because you're all action, you're seeing it. So now when I rehearse, people don't understand. It's 10 times harder for me because I got to rehearse over music. I got to rehearse while my wife and my daughter talking
because you want to make sure that the distractions ain't gonna.
It's not there. I got to rehearse from both sides.
Yeah.
Then I gotta slow it down. I gotta see if it sounds better, speed it up. You get what I'm saying? So it's so much before you get to your final cut, but it's also a flip. Now I might not have it all the way before I get to the battle. But once I get in the battle, that feel of the room just, that shit was like KT. I would have never thought KT, my performance like that was going to come out like that. Ever.
Now let me ask you this. Some things I hear battle rappers say that they do that helps them is when they're working on a round, they record it. Do you record your rounds?
No.
Okay.
I have before, like, because it was a round I needed bad, and I didn't want to mess up, and it was, I have wrote the last round a day before the battle, and I'm like, the battle too important, so I can't just like wing. Hope I remember it. Nah, and then once I do that, I switch that round to the first round because it's the most thing I'm thinking about of all my material. You feel me? So now my first becomes my second, my second becomes my third. You feel me? So that'd be better for me.
That makes sense. Now, sticking with battle rap, the first time I saw you, because I ain't gonna say I met you. Right. I remember the first time I saw you, first time I met you, it's two different things. First time I saw you, you was on KBL out Delaware.
Okay.
I went out there because Mose and I was battling. That's the first time I saw you, and I thought you was dope. But the first time I met you was at the Get Loud event.
Yeah,
the first one.
Yeah.
I think you battle Ready Rock. You battle Ready Rock.
Yeah, shout out to Ready Rock.
Salute to Ready
Shout
Rock.
out to KBL too.
You know I was on stage for that, and that was like one of the best battles I had like witnessed like that close. You know what I'm saying? Like usually I went to other leagues, went to trap house events and other events, and it's like you got big crowd, you all the way in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was right there on stage. You know what I'm saying with y'all. So it was a different experience. How would you make that transition from making music to going into battle rap? Like, who inspired you? What was it that made you get into battle rap and then say to yourself, you know what, I can do this?
Honestly, shout out to my boy Free Dean. Dean did.
Okay.
Dean was like, I did a mixtape with 17 songs. You see that picture I always post like here and there and say Boss Stats, and I got the jean jacket on, looking on my. That was supposed to be my album, but I never believed in like passing my music just out to the hood. I wanted to travel from Maine to Florida. I wanted to cover that whole East Coast, and that's why when FYE was out, so I had a meeting with them for distribution. You get what I'm saying? But something held it up, this and that. So I'm showing Dean, my cousin Big Frank, showing Dean my music. So once I went to Delaware to check my cousin out, my cousin Big Frank from Delaware, Dean was over there, and he was like, yo, your mixtape crazy. He was like, what I heard. I'm like, good look, bro. He was like, yo, you ain't never think about battle rapping? I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't. He like, man, you should battle rap. I can set you up. I said, bro, I've been to beat one of them niggas the fuck up, bro. I ain't. He said, so my cousin Frank, like, yeah, you don't know Floss attitude. Like, he don't want to do that. So I curbed him. Then he asked me like another time, I think the third time I seen him, he was like, come on, Floss, what you need? He like, what I got to pay you? You pay me, that's another story. You feel me? So he paid me. I think it was like $300. He paid me or he had somebody pay me. Either or. But then that's the first battle I booked. I battled some nigga named Rex. And I 30'd him. Then after that, it was the Mose battle. You know what I mean? So I went from a newcomer to main event. And mind you, the card was called From Jersey to Delaware. I was the only nigga from Jersey on the card. Main event. You get what I'm saying? Nice. So but I still ain't know what it was. I just was. It was
something you was doing. You know, you got a couple dollars off of it.
Right,
like, it makes sense.
Right.
I get where you coming from. So let's talk about squads in battle rap.
Right.
So for those who don't know, you a Loud Boy, but you was in another team before you was Loud Boy. You and Crew.
Yeah. Well,
wasn't it was a head honcho, right?
Yeah, but that's not the first one I was in.
Oh, okay,
well, I'm still in one
okay,
because it's for life.
Okay.
But it was Heights Gang.
Okay.
You know? But we not a gang.
Okay.
I mean, HGBO, Heights Gang, good vibes only. But that was the first one I was in when I was on Frontline. I mean, after KBL. But Krug actually was, it was me and Krug. We became head honchos because we was the only ones from Bridgeton. I mean, that did battle rap, and at the time, our city's small, so they knew we was already them niggas in our city. Like literally, and I never dropped the mixtape. I never officially dropped the mixtape, and I was top 5 rapper. Like not even bragging myself. This is what goes on there. And Krug was too. He was like top 5 rapper. So, but Krug, they put music out, this and that. But me and Krug, like, look, fuck it. They want to see us together. So that's how that came about. The hood wanted to see us together. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So. But it's still that. It's just Krug is in and out. It ain't like we stop being head honchos. We just push other brands more because it made sense.
Yeah, because when I think I'm trying to think the first time I seen Krug. I think the first time I seen Krug was him battling. I think he battled on Trap NY.
Same day.
The same day. But I seen that was the first time I seen Krug battle live. I think I seen some battles he had on other leagues before that. And I rock with both of y'all, and I remember booking Krug for Halloween Havoc, and I remember you hit me like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, You was like, it was good. Like, you ain't gonna be a car or whatever.
You booked everybody that was somebody. So that's how we talked about it. But that's how I felt. I felt like, all right, he's seen me. He's seen Krug, seen K Illa. So I don't know your relationships with everybody. Yeah. I'm just looking at it like, okay, he picking certain people. So how you skip me? In my mind, I'm cocky, I'm young at the time, so I'm like, how he skip me? Like, nah, what's up?
Well, what was the thing? Here's the interesting thing about Krug. I wanted to book Krug, but I didn't want to book Krug when I booked Krug.
Oh, okay.
What happened was Misfit was like, I want to battle Krug. So he came to me like, yo, I need you to set that battle up. And when I hollered at Krug was like, yo, this is what I need.
Right.
All right, we made it happen. So it wasn't like, yo, Krug, I want you to battle this guy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm going to say this, and this ain't to disrespect, homie, but me and my man, Sosa Soprano, always go back and forth with this. I am not a Misfit fan.
Yeah,
I'm not a Misfit fan. I think he's a better battle rapper than he is with his music, because I got introduced to him with his music. I'm not a fan of his music. My man Sosa Soprano loves his shit. But when he was like, yo, dude wants to battle rap. And I'm just like, I don't really know. But then it's like, well, you know what? He might be a better battle rapper than, you know what I'm saying? He battled Funeral. He did his thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I like him a little better as a battle rapper. I ain't a fan of his music.
Right.
And then it was like, he came to me like, yo, I want to battle J. Krug. Like, he pointed out Krug. So that's how Krug happened. So with you, what's crazy is, I booked that battle with you and Dub, which is, classic Sig U battle. One of my favorite battles. I wish it was 3 rounds.
Yeah, me too.
But it was
Stop ducking.
It was a thing where sometimes you have accidents that turn to something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was one of them type situations.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I definitely was a fan when you battled Ready Rock. Like I was like, yo, Floss, this dude Floss is dope. And I didn't realize you didn't write until you battled Dub. Because when you battled Dub, you said it in there. You said something like, yeah, because when I write this, I'm like this because I'm like this, and I don't even write this. It was like, oh shit,
that was
this
Ready Rock.
Like
that was
this.
Ready Rock.
You said some shit like that versus Dub too.
Nah, I said I don't write verse Dub, but when that like this, I don't even write that. That was verse Ready Rock.
All right, because I'm like, damn, like yo, he up here talking that shit. So it was like a thing where it made me a fan, and then eventually you and Krug, y'all joined the Loud Boys, and I think that was good for you. Now let's talk about league stuff for a minute. A lot of people were chasing going on URL and making it the URL.
Right.
It seemed like you had the attitude like, If I make it, I make it. Whatever the case may be. And then it seemed like you start battling on RBE, and people start labeling you a RBE,
Yeah.
battle rapper,
Even though they don't have contracts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So how did it come about you getting on RBE, and how did that make you feel when people put that label on you like, here, RBE nigga?
All right, so when I got the RBE call, it was something 3, I believe, or 5. I forgot the title of the card. But anyway, Holly on Demand and some other female was supposed to battle on that card, and they backed out like last minute. So they had 2 days. So it was about 200 and some people that hit ARP up, and I hit him up honestly to see if I can get in the building. So I hit him up. I said, "Yo, what's up with it?" Not knowing he had put that post up. You feel me? I just seen the card. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't read the caption. Know what I mean? Like, so I just seen the card. I seen mad comments, this and that. So I went straight to his page, like, "Yo, what's up with it?" Sent him a message. Like, know what I mean? I'm trying to get in there. He took that as, know what I mean? Oh, you want battle, but mind you, he never, like, I never asked for no battles. So I'm not looking, you get what I'm saying? So he hit me back later on that day and was like, "All right, it's you versus homeboy, Swift Millie. 3 rounds. We need it in 2 days. Can you do it?" I'm like, "Oh, shit."
Like, damn, I just got hit, yeah.
I'm like, I ain't even say, "Yo, I hit you up." Like, you know what? Yup, I can. You feel me? So I did that in 2 days, and he was impressed. So, because usually at that time, I was known, but in South Jersey region. Swave 7 and all these niggas, they ain't know who I was. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, other Jersey niggas was popping, and I ain't done enough at the time. I had just battled Ready Rock. Not saying he not a nobody, but that's for us. You feel me? So, after that battle, Swave 7, he really wanted to recruit me. You feel me? But anyway, Adam, he said a comment, which I knew he was trolling and joking. He was like, "Who you want next? Lux?" You feel me? From there, I just knew that meant he fucked with me. So after that, I battled 4 more times in a row. So altogether 5 times in a row, but he kept calling me back. You get what I'm saying? Like, and mind you, after that, after my run, I heard them, I wasn't in the meeting, but I heard them talking about, like, 1SK. So 1SKs literally came after me. Because it's like, yo, okay, this is another way to find talent. If we found Floss like this, that's why, like, DNA Tooth, weird puppet, whoever he is, but he be throwing shit out like, "Oh, you the 1SK kid." I never did a 1SK. Not saying it's like I wouldn't have. I would have did one if I had to. But I never was in that position. That came after me. So how I felt when people labeled me that is, I never wanted any of this. Mind you, the way I feel about URL has nothing to do with the talent, they business. You can't hate on another man's talent or business or what they built. Like, who the fuck am I to, I mean, I just know better because I've been in bigger spotlights. So let's put 2 and 2 together. Beasley comes from being like an A&R or something. Not to disrespect his position. He probably was something higher, but Atlantic Records. I was in meetings with Atlantic Records, not for me, but I seen how the business go. So when I see business going down and hearing about, not hearing, but knowing different business that went down, once you compare things, it's kind of like, okay, no, I don't want to be over here because I don't want battle rap. From the beginning, I never wanted to do this. So I never had a hit list. I never say I wanted to battle this dude. I didn't care if they stopped calling me. I wouldn't have battled. That's why I always say, if a league owner don't call me, I'll stop battling. On my way here, Milwaukee League hit me up. I don't know who he is. I went through my stuff. I said, you know what? I'm going to hit him up later. He want me to battle out there. So it never was a monument for me, like, I got to get on URL. I got to get on RBE. So once they labeled me as RBE, my hometown, like Ready Rocking them and LP Dame and them, K Illa and them, I felt some type of way after a while. Because it's like, bro, I'm I grew up with y'all in battle rap. We was them niggas. Me, Ready Rock, Kate Illa, J. Krug, Matty Waddy, Sticks Jones. Like, we was that era. Bonus, I mean, Dre Denny, Holmesy. We was that era, but they wasn't calling me that. It's the ones who ain't quote-unquote make it. And no disrespect to them, not saying they didn't make it. I mean, like, how they was looking at me, that's how it made me feel. Like, oh, y'all looking at it like y'all ain't make me, like, y'all ain't make it. You get what I'm saying? I'm one of y'all, bro. Don't do that to me. Like, at first, RBE Floss, all right, that's cool. I get what you're saying. But y'all really start calling me this. So now it's like, nah, bro, I'm not that nigga. I'm not I'm on RBE. What you doing? Now, if we're in a conversation and you try and disrespect what I done, I'm going to show you what I did without trying. Now, imagine if I tried. Imagine if I went on a run where I was hitting league owners up. You feel me? You and ARP the only one I ever hit up like, yo, let me, you feel me? Them the 2 battles. Well, not 2 battles, but what we got going on. But 2 situations. You get what I'm saying? Out of 30 plus battles. So I never wanted it, but certain situations is what's good for me. So I just never, I looked at the back side of the business part of URL and said, I don't want to do business that way. I would rather do business this way. And URL, I did a PG, right? So I'm not going to say names, but they hit me up, right? Do a PG versus Ishmula. I ain't answer at first. Then he hit me again, and he was, I mean, I ain't going to say the conversation because it'll give it away. But anyway, the person hit me up I had did business with before, but now they fucking with URL. So he telling me, he like, I got an opportunity for you, la la la. So I hit Adam up. Now Adam don't own me, you feel me? But in my mind, it's all about respect. Y'all won't be calling me if I wasn't there.
Over there, yeah.
I did 5 battles over there, 6 battles. Now y'all calling me. You feel me? I see what's going on. But at the same time, I don't want any of this. I appreciate it, especially ARP, Shots, and Lawrence. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like now you playing ball my way. These niggas tell me, look, bro, we want you, but you over there. Know what I mean? Like, we want to fuck with you, but you over there. So, you know, I did the battle with Ish, and me and Ish almost got into it, this and that, fucked the battle up. We still got through it, but it was kind of like the energy was gone, you feel me? So they never dropped that, this and that. But one thing they told me, they put it like, yeah, got you versus Ish, but not knowing Ish, I was the fourth option. So really, you not giving me a shot. You need me. You feel me? So after that happened, you're telling me that I got to pick a side. I don't want battle rap, bro. I'm not trying to be nothing. I've been there already. I've been with the stars. You feel me? Like, literally, like me and you talking right now, I've been with the stars, so that don't excite me. You feel me? I've been at the Philly Stadium, 400,000 people in the stands performing on the dugout. I did that. Y'all never hit, the owners never did that. So it's not cocky, it's understanding. You feel me? I never said that to them. But this is my mindset. You can't just tell me. So now when I seen the Ishmula move going on, y'all making it seem like y'all giving me a shot, but really y'all running out of options because the other 3 people said no that you asked Ishmula versus.
So it's like you like a shoe-in. You like a shoe-in. And RBE isn't really known for like developing and building their own talent.
Not to cut you off. I'm going to answer that too. But one thing I respected is when I told ARP that they want to book me, guess what he said?
Go ahead and do it.
Go get your fans, go get your money. I don't care if, he said you always got a spot here. He ain't say, yo, don't go over there and sign a new contract. Yo, you know you built your talent over here. None of that. And at that time, he knew they didn't fuck with him. Yeah. You feel me? I ain't even say the conversation like, yeah, they told me I got to pick a side. I ain't say none of that to him. Yeah, you feel me? I just say, yo, they got an opportunity for me, but I built my name on your platform, other platforms too, but this is how they know me, I think. You feel me?
See, I never understood that with leagues. I mean, I understood it like the URL analogy of not wanting the talent to go other places and stuff like that. I understood that because they were looking at like, we invest in you, we build you up, and then you leave and go off and be like, fuck us. And it happens. It happens.
But let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. You can't take away nothing smack there, right? Nothing.
No.
But let's speak on developing talent. Right? Clips, all these God tiers, legends, they came from other places.
Yeah.
You just built a platform and you kept it going and you built it to what it is now, which you get credit for. But when you say you building talent, no, bro, you're forcing talent. You get what I'm saying? If you give people an option to play somebody's song on the radio, it's not going to be played as much.
Yeah.
But if that radio got a contract with this label and you have to play it so many times,
exactly.
now you looking at it like you built the talent. No, I'm building my own talent. You're building opportunity. You're giving me opportunities, but also these leagues, I mean, URL, everybody came from somewhere else. Except for probably like Sue Surf, Tay Rock. Now, I mean, it's probably like 6 of them. 5 of them that really just was on URL.
A lot of them came from wired. So you have a lot that were around before the league, so like DVD era shit, like Mook and all of them.
Yeah.
And then you had a lot of them that came from, the small leagues.
Right.
But we're going to, we don't want to go too deep. We're going to get ready to wrap this thing up. Let the people know, man, what you got coming up battle rap wise, if you still doing music, tell them your social media and all of that.
My next battle next Saturday. Let's talk about it. Battle League. Shout out to my boy YM. North Carolina. I battled Juice, headlining the card. If you can come out, shit start I think like 3 o'clock. But we're gonna have a ball out there. Shout out to the whole Let's Talk About It. After that, what I got? I don't know if I got it. No, a month later, I'm tripping. A month later, I don't know if I can say it.
You can't say the league you on?
Gate to the Garden.
Okay.
But I won't say the opponent. It's a good opponent, though.
Uh-huh.
Gate to the Garden, that's April 3rd. Yeah, April 3rd, but that's a 2-day event. April 2nd and April 3rd, so shout out to Gate to the Garden. Music, I'm still doing features. I'm not digging into trying to do my own music right now. Like I said, I never wanted to be a rapper or a battle rapper. I enjoy the hell out of it, but at the same time, I never try to be, because that ain't my mission. I mean, my mission is just making money and staying active in it, even if I don't battle. You get what I'm saying? So, musically, I'm on SoundCloud, this and that, because I'm not at it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm open for all features. I did just like 4 features. I just did one with my boy, Paul's his name, Cream, but you got Paul's in battle rap. But Cream, he from Bristol, New Jersey. He got like 3 singles out right now, and all of them doing crazy well. And I'm also doing music with Big Frank, 302. Look him out. He got some crazy shit going on. He did Spike Lee soundtrack and songs for J-Lo, songs for Big Worm soundtrack, all that shit, you feel me? So he's heavily plugged. I don't want to forget nobody. Working with my bro Young Steph, him and Reed Dollars just did I mean,
it was dope.
The album and the video. They also got a whole mixtape they got together.
Okay.
So I'm doing some shit with him, and me and Reed talking about doing some shit. We spoke about it once, you get what I'm saying? When me and Young Steph was together, he said he wanted to do some shit with me. So I may have that going on. It's not locked in yet, but it ain't really about nothing. But right now, that's all I got, and then when Bro booked the
you
classic.
Gonna see you this summer, participation in June. You know what I'm saying? We gonna set something up. Let them know your Instagram and all of that stuff, man.
Floss the Boss 10 Instagram, Floss the Boss on Facebook, and I think it's Floss the Boss on Twitter too. Okay. I never really know my Twitter.
All right, man. Make sure y'all check out the homie Floss the Boss. He got a couple
Appreciate
Siggy battles. Make sure you check them things out.
Definitely.
I'm the host, the big guy, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We out of here.
Definitely, shout out.
Yeah, man. Appreciate